Hi, I'm Reverend Leslie Boone. I'm one of the pastors here in the community of Hazelwood in Pennsylvania. Well, for the near future, I hope to see that a vibrant life that used to be here in Hazelwood, folks coming back in living, schools being built again, children being able to play on this, in parks that are fresh, people able to garden and just really have a better quality of life that used to be here in Hazelwood.
I'm Sarah Stroney, a project manager at RIDC. I see a community where jobs are returning. Hazelwood was a community that had a history of tons of jobs. The steel mill provided an area where people in the neighborhood worked and lived, and I think the development in the future will bring jobs back to Hazelwood for people with GEDs and PhDs, and you'll see a neighborhood of people working, living, and playing all together. I think Hazelwood in the future will be a place where there's a walkable Main Street, and it is connected to the riverfront, and you can bike and get close to downtown and go to the south side, all on very flat land. And it's a truly diverse neighborhood, and I think that it will continue to be that way into the future.
I'm Dan Holland. I'm the founder and past CEO of the Young Preservationists Association. We formed it in 2002 as a way to get young people involved in history and historic preservation. We set out to kind of identify and create this kind of a plan for the revitalization of the neighborhood. And it's not so much for us as it is for the neighborhood. And it really builds upon many of these historic sites. So all these properties could really be great opportunities, we think, for future development. Basically repopulating the neighborhood, filling in, and constructing some new things that we think could be quite exciting.
Hazelwood is definitely the next up-and-coming neighborhood of Pittsburgh. Hazelwood has great location. It's right across the river from the Southside Works. It's right next to Oakland and very close to downtown, and all a very flat walk or bike ride away from those places. It's one of the only flat bike rides to downtown, so that's always been a big reason for me to love the neighborhood of Hazelwood. I also think, again, Hazelwood is one of the most diverse neighborhoods in Pittsburgh, and it's a great place to be because you have a lot of different people in Hazelwood, and the sense of community in the neighborhood is truly great. I haven't experienced that in a lot of other neighborhoods, so it's a really welcoming place to be, and again, I think you can find everything you want in Hazelwood.
Well, the future really is, I think, quite bright. I think there's a lot of opportunities for redevelopment of the housing market as well as the commercial market. But I do think there is a great opportunity for housing, restoration, rehab, and some new construction, new quality construction. One thing I think is really important is the youth element. We notice one of the largest demographic groups is actually people in their 20s and 30s, I think statistically. The idea that by focusing on young people and creating opportunities for young people, safe places for young people to hang out, things for young people to do, etc. We also want the young people that do grow up there to have a good, positive impression of the neighborhood, so that when they move on in life, that they can say, yes, I am proudly from Hazelwood, and I've seen it coming back. And there are some programs operating currently, such as Tim Smith's Center of Life, that are doing a fantastic job of getting young people involved in the community.
Big opportunities, I think, are looking strongly at having a school back in the neighborhood so families will have a reason to move in. Also, the fact that Heinz Endowments and some of the other partners from the Almono site are starting to put their investment into the community, that folks are seeing that Hazelwood is no longer the peninsula that is separated from everyone else, but is actually a very essential part of Pittsburgh. We have a new deck hockey in here from the Pittsburgh Penguins, and that will also start bringing some folks into the community as our children are learning how to play hockey, deck hockey, but also using that particular deck hockey for other things such as skateboarding, tossing balls, just as a safe environment for them to be able to play. So we're looking forward to just folks coming in and just seeing what Hazelwood has to offer, and in its new form, in its new exciting way, and not what it used to be with the mills and the filth, the pop pollution, but really the clean air and people's quality of life really being actively worked on.